a two-part series, not a trilogy. I thought it was going to be a trilogy, but a lot of people are hinting at a two-part series, and they're also hinting at a demo after E3, which would be insane. Honestly though, I wonder if the hype is gonna stay strong after the first game. I wonder if we're gonna be like, oh my god, we finally saw all this stuff in Midgar, and with everything else in the game, I wonder if the hype is still gonna be strong for that. It's gonna be a very different thing from, you know, introducing us in the beginning of the game to introducing us to halfway through the story. So maybe they'll just maybe they'll make it feel like a sequel. I don't know, but God, I'm excited. So in this translation vid I saw last night, I was talking about this guy, and I think in Japan, I said I thought in Japan that he's probably talking like this is a love hotel, like people can stay here, and he's inviting Cloud and Aerith to stay there and, you know, have a good time. And the translation vid was saying something similar to that. Like, hey, you know, you guys can stay here and it's pretty clean and nice. So yeah. FF16's got a long time yet. Is it two separate? It's gonna be two separate games. Two separate games, dude. So yeah. Which honestly, I don't know how they can do that. But, you know, getting it down to two games rather than 3 games is, like, would be much better for marketing and much better to keep people hyped. To do a trilogy, I think, would be tough. But that would kind of follow, in, like, a cute, charming way, it would kind of follow the 3-disc format of the PlayStation version. Okay, Titan Bangle. Mithril. So 7 and 7-2, yeah. So the speculation is that the first game, if there's 2 games, the first game is going to end with Aerith dying. And then the second game is going to be all that other stuff, which I would agree with. I think that's a good way of doing it. When I thought of a trilogy, I thought of, you know, the disc format. I thought for sure that... Well, not really the disc format. My bad, guys. I'm kind of bad at speaking, but... What I thought if it was a trilogy was the first game would just be Midgar, from the beginning to getting out of the city. And then I thought the second disc would be from that to the death of Aerith. And then I thought the third game would be after that to the final battle with Sephiroth. But yeah, if they do it in 2 games, I think that's a better format. I think that's the right amount of content per game. Alright, you want to see something awesome? Hell yeah. We're gonna climb the golden shiny wire of hope. Everyone climbed up this wire. Looks scary. Can we climb it? Yeah, it leads to the upper world. Alright, we climbed the wire. There's no way we can do this. You know how far it goes up? There is a way. Look, what's that look like? Just a normal wire. Oh yeah? To me it looks like a golden shiny wire of hope. You're right. This is the only way to save Aerith. Okay, that was a bad analogy, but bear it. I understand how you feel. Let's go. Alright, dude, let's do this. Stay hopeful. I'm coming, Aerith. I'm coming, baby. You know what's kind of neat is in Advent Children Complete, they kind of show this. They show like a flashback of Denzel with the Sector 7 bombing on the news or whatever. And it's like avalanche strikes again. I thought that was such a cool addition to the movie. They added a lot of stuff to Advent Children Complete from the original film, but that was one of my favorite moments. Alright, we're gonna throw some batteries in. Alright, yeah guys, after Remake, I'm a little bit, how you say, I'm a little bit scared of the future of Final Fantasy, because everybody who kind of started it and made it great, I don't know if they'll stick around. Like, Nomura is probably like 48, 49 now. He's gotten pretty old. And when he made this game, he was pretty young. So what I was gonna say is, the whole reason Remake happened is because, you know, Nomura, Yoshinori Kitase, Hironobu Sakaguchi, Nobuo Uematsu. I mean, I don't know about Hironobu Sakaguchi and Nobuo, but Kitase and Nomura, the directors and writers, were like, hey, we're getting a little bit old. If we want to do this, we got to do it now. Before, like, our ideas are so out of date and we can't do it. You know, we need to do this now if we ever want to do it. So I have a feeling that once the Remake trilogy is complete, those guys might retire. I mean, once all three of those games come out, I could see Nomura being like, yeah, I'm gonna retire. Because Nomura would probably be... I'm being generous right now, but if all three games came out... If all three games came out in the next, like, 6 to 7 years, Nomura's gonna be 55 years old. Somewhere around there, so... Yeah, it's hard to say. Here, let me bring up this... Let's bring up some news. Let's see. Alright, so I googled Nomura. Alright, so Nomura is 48? Is that what that says? So he's 48 years old. So if Remake comes out this next fall or spring, he'll probably be... This next fall, he'll be 49. And what about Yoshinori Kitase? He's 52 right now. So he's not too much older. And then Kazushige Nojima. That's the guy who writes the stories. Kazushige Nojima. 55. Okay. So yeah, these guys, basically these guys were like, yo, I just hit the 50, you know, you're gonna hit the 50, we gotta do this right now. We can't beat around the bush.